Hello, welcome back to my business update. I feel not right to call it a business update, but I'm just gonna keep carry on because I did start this whole journey by thinking about improving my art studio business. So I don't know, like instead of doing business strategy, business techniques, and practice the business skills, I kind of went to the different direction. As I shared yesterday, I was like, start to think, do I really want to put that much time to do all those, like social media and editing my selling list, taking photo, editing photos instead of create new pictures. So at today's cover, I used one of the painting, as you can see, is on the wall there. It was a painting I painted when 2018, I think, it was before the lockdown, after I moved the house. So for that couple of days, I just a very strong feeling. This picture just keep hit me, or in my head. It's just like something I really, really, really needs to express. So that week my son was with his dad, so I was just by myself having some quiet peaceful time, and I just wanted to be lazy. I remember I wanted to take some time off because I've been pushing and pushing this business and trying to do things nonstop in like 5 years. I don't know, that was out of what kind of reason, because at the time I was alone. I still like okay. I was completely alone. I had no friends in the UK, and I was if you saw my other video, like my journey in the UK will start with a homeless situation. So I think there was a lot of fear in me, and I want to prove to myself it's gonna I can make it. And I also like my experience in the past, like from my dad was rich when I was growing up, and I also said it in my other video. And for a long time I was very shy to share that fact because people would judge me, like, so what are you doing here, like, if your dad's rich? But that was my past. And then the position I start in the UK was very, very the opposite of the life I'm used to. Even when my dad wasn't super rich, was still like we still have a very comfortable life. I had two apartments in China. I used to, and one for living and one for my activities, like my studio, or for just painting or doing activities. And just because I'm a very sociable people, I grew up in that kind of environment. And every time when I'm in China, as I mentioned, because I've been studying abroad, like in a different country, I've been international student for many, many years. So, but every time when I'm in China, like with my dad, and my daily life, it's like almost every day we have a different meal, different business meal, almost every day. And we're always eating outside, meeting new people. So that was like my daily life. So I'm not shy to meeting people in real life, and I'm not shy to talk. I think that's because of those experience. But then in the UK, like when I started this life, start my studio 2017, I was very angry. I was very angry, like how my life ended with, and also I was homeless with £100 in my pocket, and with a 3 years old son. I just walked out from my ex's house. I was very angry, and at the same time very, very frightened. But I think my anger at that time did a good for to me, was it kept me going. And so I set up my first studio in a garage of the house. My landlord gave me to use it for the beginning. Anyway, this is a different story. So I started my studio there, and I basically I started my studio maybe a little bit earlier than that, because I started to do portrait for people when my son started the nursery. So I had 3 hours per day when he's in nursery. So, and then start from there. And at first I received one commission. No, before that, I worked as a cleaner for a neighbor, because when that time I had like anyway, but I started as a cleaner, and I cleaned house every week, once every week, and I made £20 per time. That's not enough for anything, but that was me trying to switch my role, because I'm so used to, like, my dad never let me worry about money. So I never really have the skills to making money, and I never have the respect or to appreciate money. So that was my time. I tell myself, I'm so angry, I will make sure I will start from there, and I can learn things. So even like when at home, I never even done cleaning myself. I had like house girl come to every daily to clean my house, cooking. But then I was thinking how hard could it be. So I did that for maybe 2 or 3 months, and until I completely switched from the cleaning, and I stopped, and I received my first commission. It was from the corner shop in the village I used to live. It's a family portrait. So because I was I took like an opportunity for exhibition and for like fairs, festivals. So I just put a table and I put my thing out because I had drawn some portrait for before. So I put the picture up, and people know I can do portrait. So I start to take the commission to do portrait, and at the same time, I don't know. I was just flipped through Etsy, so I saw this Japanese silk painter. I think if you use Etsy, you probably saw her. I think it's Takio. I don't remember her name, and her silk painting, silk scarf was amazing, and I was like, I wanted to do that. I think because instead of just doing portrait for people, that's a scarf, I thought it would have more market, have more people would need it, because I'm not very good at thinking what people want. I thought I was pretty good at thinking what I want, but now I'm confused. I don't know like if I'm really good at that. So I started to do silk painting, which I did study it in the art university when I studied art in China. I studied oil painting, classic oil painting, and because it's a Chinese art school, so we also have silk painting class. So I did study silk painting, but it's a different type of silk painting. It's more like fine art, not like painting on scarf and make it to be used. So that was the time I start my studio. My first studio was in a garage, and I used that for 2 years. And I painted most of my painting, my silk painting in there, like Scottish motifs. And and after that, my landlord from the village, he needed to sell the house, so I moved to Huntley, where I am now. I was still like a lot of other things, like take care of my son as a single mom, and what else? And trying to push my business. Always trying to push my business. Push. I've been called like workaholic. I just don't. I don't know why I was like that. I think it's a. And then now that when I have my stock, and now when I'm being known in now people around in the area, they know I'm an artist, and they know I'm doing, and also I'm being accepted as an artist in town. So now when I have my stock, I thought, so the beginning of 2022, when I first started my self-improvement challenge, I thought that's what I want to be. I feel I have been planting, right? Like a farm or something. My studio it's like my farm. I've been working on it, and I was thinking it should be the time for my harvest. And the only thing I need to do was so clear, like I need to organize my studio so I'm ready for big sales, big bundle sales. That was like because I thought when I first start, I know nothing about the like art business. I only know I can draw and I can paint. I have the balls to start from scratch. So that was everything I have. And because of the business experience I had a bit in my family, so I went to visit like over 100 shopkeepers. Sometimes I met the manager and talking to over 100 shops in Aberdeenshire and Mora, like within 2 hours driving distance. So I did spoke to them, and I get I get maybe about 10 business commissions coming my first year. So I used that money to set off the basic studio. So I just been pushing for new ideas, and wherever is activity or events, I'm just in. I just like without asking, I just know like I just in there. I'm just open for any opportunity. So that was what I did for so long. So this year I was thinking, I've been working on my farm, my studio for so long and so hard. Maybe it's time for me. It's 5 years now. Time for me to harvest the fruit. Like I have. So I was. That's why I have started my self improvement, and then that's also like why I start this business improvement, because I thought, okay, I sort myself out, and I had my self improvement. Now I just need to get my business harvest, get my fruit. But then I've been doing this. Today is 35 days. 35 days. I start with a very clear plan. I went to the business event. I went to the business support center in Huntley, and I get my strategy. I get my big map over there next to the picture, and I get all the notes and what I need to do next, step by step. But then after I'm doing it, when I post last week, so after 3 weeks of pushing like that, all of a sudden I just feel that is not what I want to do, because in my bucket list, remember, it says be successful with my business, but it didn't say, I don't know. But I'm not happy. I feel challenged, but I don't feel happy to doing things. Maybe in the first week, or second week, third week, maybe the first 2 weeks, I was excited because I like challenge. But then after a while, like I just slow down. I just start to feel, I feel so pushed. Instead of I'm pushing the business, I feel the business is pushing me, not in a good way. And that just caused me to stop and think. And when I'm thinking, and I don't know if you believe universe size, but I think the biggest goal for my life in this lifetime, on this planet, it's not like to be pushed by outside world, but to be able to live in the inside world. That's too deep. I don't know how to say in word, but just kind of a feeling. I'm not very clear about it yet. So what's happened then? So as the title said, the science of the universe. I'm not a religious, and I'm not. I think I'm quite spiritual. So I do believe there's a force bigger and greater than me, but I never really trusted and lay on it. But recently with this business challenge, and I don't know, I'm just doing the opposite. So with that, this morning I just want to share some of my thought I write down this morning. So what the sign I received last week, and since I stopped because there's a sense of feeling to call me to pause. So I did. And so I had some part is like so the sign I received, it's a friend in the middle of the conversation out from the blue, and then she brought up a small thing of the movie she watched. We wasn't talking about anything like related, but she said, and the message is like fight for the right battle. So that was the first sign, and I was thinking, why am I listening to that? Because that week I didn't receive a lot of sign apart from it's like all silence the whole word, and I'm not receiving anything to I want to express or anything, just everything silence. When I ask the universe, I just receive silence. So that's why I was silent. But then the first sign was a fight for the right battle. And then another day, I was reading. I was checking my son's Kindle with him. I bought him that Kindle 2 years. I never really. Maybe it's just the second time I check what he's reading. So he was reading Minecraft, of course, a Minecraft book. And then, but he said, "Mommy, it's not just a game book; it's a wise book." So he was reading the wise. Wise suggestion from that mod in the from the game, and then that's the conclusion in there. So he read this to me. He said he read a few before, but I don't remember. But this one, he said, "Mom, this is my favorite one." I said, "Which one?" And he said, don't beat myself while solving a problem." So I was like, okay, that's very wise. And and then I messaged my dad last week. I was talking about, because when I'm having a question, I'm asking around. I don't just pin myself down and then try to figure out the answer myself. I will watch videos, I will read books, and I will ask people I think who's wise and I can trust. So I was like, so I just messaged my dad. I said, I feel I'm working hard enough, and I feel I'm quite qualified for a lot of things, and I have lots of skills, and I'm very good at learning. But what's this stuck? Why am I stuck in this? So and and then my dad said it's probably the first time I asking such question like that, because I always feel if I set a goal, I will get there no matter what. So it's very, very stubborn, but stubborn is good. But if I'm on a good direction, stubborn is very good. But if I'm on if I'm not sure if I'm on the right direction, I think stubborn is distractive, because with the time I have and the energy I have is limited. So my dad replied. He said, "Your problem is you are too stubborn and sometimes too stubborn doing the wrong things." Something like that. In Chinese, we say. 钻牛角尖. It's like the horn on the cow. So those crafters, they like to make craft with that part, but then it's a very skillful craft. It needs to take out all the flesh from that part completely. Not cow, sorry, boo. Yeah, so completely, otherwise it will smell. But so a lot of crafters, they are trying so hard to clean it. But if they couldn't get it done the first time, and then doesn't matter how much they clean that quarter inside of the home, and it will smell. So that it can waste a lot of time, a lot of time. So I was like that. If I say, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm definitely gonna do it, no matter how difficult it is to myself or for the people around me. I'm gonna do that. So I just like that. So my dad says, take up, put down the baggage, like the bag. And so when I was doing the website, and when I was doing the online shop at sea, and I was looking for other platform as well. And now when I said because the skill I thought, because now it's the time for a solo artist be able to do everything, to run a business with, or a complete business. Maybe it is, but then I was thinking I want to test out, and then if I know all the skills and I know how to do everything, will that bring me to where I want to be? So I know, like, taking photos for online shopping, like taking photos. So my photos look quite professional, I think, and not the top one, but at least it's average professional. It could be done, in a photo studio, because as I said, because I took the course, I bought the camera I need, so I have the light set up, and also I have like very professional editing software in my computer. So I did that. So my photo looks good, and then second, it's a description of the products, and I think I have a sell point. In Scotland, I'm doing Chinese silk penning, so that was my selling point. And also, because my English is not perfect for writing, so I have my friend helping me to correct proofread. So I think it's all right too. My description is all right. It's not dry. Maybe sometimes setting too much, and then it's at least it's not empty. It's not dry, and that is the two key. And SEO keywords. I've done my keywords, and I have taken my online marketing course during the lockdown. So I kind of know what it is. And then also I built my website. My website now is still not up yet, because I haven't decided I want to display or I want to sell things on it. So I've built my own website, and my website look good enough. Like everything, I've done everything all by myself. It took me maybe 2 or 3 years. In the last 2 or 3 years, maybe less than that. If I didn't have to look after my son, I think those all things, all the training can be done in 1 year. Apart from like the art training will be longer than that. But then the marketing, and then the editing, and then with so now it's so convenient to to do things, to do designs and to do writings, and then you can also have Fiverr, get people to help you. But I just wanted to see if I made it all by myself, where can I be? And now I have all those skills, and now all I need to do is just use them, and then to maybe spend another 2 or 3 years to get to a more professional level of selling and marketing. But then at this stage, I just paused, because I feel, is that really what I want to do? Like, because my time is divided like this: 80% doing marketing and learning other things, and 20% doing painting and drawing, which is like doing painting and drawing. It's in my goal of selling. Like I feel it's will help me more and will help my soul more. But then doing the marketing and doing the all the things surrounded, I didn't feel happy to do that. So and then so I take I take the three sides, the like fight for the red bottle, both red bottle, red battle. So, and don't beat myself up when I'm what do I say, when I'm solving problems, and also take off the baggage. So this size make me think. So I'm still in a thinking process. And as I said, the my self-improved video is never there for teaching. It's just really simply just me sharing my experience. So I don't know what works, what not work, but I don't think it matters. I think the matter is take a part of it and just keep going. That's what I'm doing. So yeah. So what else I have in here? So I always so stubborn. If I want something, I just absolutely want it. And I want it now. I want it immediately, and I can make my life very hard, just because I set up a picture, which I think that should be the way. But I think it's no point if we set up a goal and we're not enjoying it when we're walking to that path. I don't think it's the right path, because what I've done in my whole life is I set up a goal and I work there, I get it done, and then I didn't really enjoying it when I arrived there. I was just instantly thinking, what next I'm gonna do. So yeah, so that's it. I don't know if you listen to the science and then if you believe in the universe or believe in God, but I seriously start to think maybe God does have a plan for everyone. Maybe my job, my main job is to enjoying every day I have in here and trust that goal. So I don't know. I'm still like 65 days away from my 100 days challenge. I'm still what's that? I'm still adjusting the right thing to do. And I think sometimes I need to do use the right way to achieve the right goal. So again, still in a confusing stage. So yeah, if you have any comment and any thought, just share with me. And thank you for some of you sending me advices and sharing me useful information through Messenger, and I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate I don't know, I just appreciate your support, and thank you very much. I hope you have a good day, and I will see you when I have something to say. Okay, bye for now.